Hi, and welcome to Conversion Conversations. This is Cameron, and today I'm taking a look at Transformers Generations Legacy Sandstorm. And Sandstorm is another of those Wave 2 Legacy figures that's doing repaints, like Universe-style repaints of the Beast Wars line. And he's obviously a repaint of Scorponok. And I mostly got these guys because I just love the Beast Wars toys a lot. And even though I'd say Scorponok might be a little on the weaker side as far as mold design goes, and I've talked about that previously, but Sandstorm here is just in nice new colors. I love, we've got our little purple missile launcher on the inside of that claw. We've got our Sandstormy colored bee over here. I guess this one looks more like a fly or something. We've got nicely painted red eyes up top, a cool little Predacon symbol. I really like this purple. It's another thing that, like, I noticed with the Legacy figures, there's definitely a tone in color scheme that the Legacy line seems to be going for in its packaging, and it feels like the Beast Wars repaints are also in line with that sort of 80s synthwave packaging style. It's the same figure as before. We've got articulation here, we've got this articulation here. We've seen this before. We can show him next to Scorponok. And I will say, getting the repaint definitely re-illustrated to me the faults in this mold. I believe that Scorponok maybe should have been a Voyager class figure with a little additional transformation to help get a better sealed carapace below, and then a taller bot mode when he transforms. And it's something that I was like okay for giving Scorponok for, because I just really, really wanted Scorponok in my line. But now that I've got Sandstorm, I do find myself a little hesitant. I don't think that this will be a giveaway. I might do a giveaway of some figures like in a bundle later on. Right now I still like playing around with them, and I really like the colors, but it definitely, like, the mold has immediately aged. Just this sort of transformation is really disappointing, and I'll admit that when I first did it with Scorponok, I was very, like, okay with, it's like what we had to do to get Scorponok, but now that I've got it as another character, I'm definitely less impressed, which is unfortunate. But color-wise, I still really like the look of this Scorpion mode. The purple really accents the warmer colors really, really well. We've got a different color scheme. It might be a little hard to make out, but it looks like this is a different plastic. It's not painted. And then we've got this orange stripe on the inside here, whereas on Scorponok we had this painted section that led into the claws with the yellow. But yeah, overall, I mean, we've seen this mold before, not a ton new to talk about here. So we'll go ahead and get into transformation. Alright, it's time to announce the winner of Transformers Generations Legacy Buzzsaw. Here on the left hand we have all our comments for the video for the Buzzsaw. On the right hand are all the comments that were entered into the giveaway. We are picking our random winner, 1 and 13. Here we go. Number 13, Robert Lee. Congratulations to Robert Lee. You can reach out to me on any of our social media. Go to our YouTube About page. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, Discord, Sietashami, hashtag 5069. So hit us up and we'll get Buzzsaw out to you as soon as possible. For the next couple giveaways over the month of September, I have my brother's wedding and I have traveling that I'm going to be doing. We're going to be in Italy for 2 weeks. So we're going to announce the winner for all the giveaways in October, probably the video on October 7th when I get back, so I can, do all the things properly. That's it for the winner. Congratulations again, Robert Lee, and let's get back to the review. And here is Sandstorm all transformed, and you can probably immediately tell my chest doesn't like to close on this guy, which is really, really unfortunate. I've tried playing around, seeing if there's something I need to shave down. When I go to close it, I've got the head all the way up. I can pull the waist down. And when I try and close it, it just doesn't want to seal fully, which is really disappointing. When I'm pressing on it, I'm obviously detaching a bunch of his little legs. But that, to me, was the first thing that stuck out, that this is just the second time the mold has been used. I feel like rather than a mold degradation issue, it's more likely that it is a quality control issue. But it is disappointing that my Sandstorm is not able to get his chest to close appropriately. Let's get these legs back on if we can. That's the other thing. I know that I tightened the ball joints on my Scorponok, but it does feel as though these ball joints are significantly looser on Sandstorm than they were on Scorponok, even before I did any tightening. But yeah, in terms of appearance and stuff, I mean, his colors look nice. Again, we got a remold here. This is not just a repaint. We've got a new head here, and I think it's a pretty neat head. Comparing it to Scorponok's head right here, we can see kind of the differences. I mean, I really love this head. It's neat that we get the original version, and yeah, we can see that I do tend to extend Scorponok's waist when possible. Is that... Let's see. And yeah, we got the same backpack issue here. Let me pull this out. No, yeah, that doesn't solve it either. All the complaints that I had on the original mold exist here. He just seems short, especially, like, Scorponok to me just in the show was at least taller than Black Arachnia here at this height. I've shown in the previous videos comparisons. He seems very short. Appearance-wise, I like the color scheme. I like the paint deco and everything. That all looks nice. But the looseness in the joints, having to tighten them again, is unfortunate, especially after I had to tighten them on the first mold. Sometimes Hasbro goes back and redoes their molding, you know, does some repair work or reworking of the molding to tighten up joints. None of that happened here. They just got worse. His feet, again, are unfortunately balanced, so they're a little on the small side, so you got to be careful, otherwise he's tipping backwards. He's got all the same articulation I talked about in the previous video. Again, he's got his two cool claw launchers. I dig that. It's just, I think that out of the three figures, the one that I'd recommend the first and most easily would be Buzzsaw. Then I think Night Prowler, and then Sandstorm at the end. I think if you've got a kid or a younger brother or sibling or cousin or, you know, whatever, daughter, if they're like looking for a cool bug transformer and you see the Legacy line, grab Buzzsaw. I think Buzzsaw is the one I'd recommend over Sandstorm. I still like the look here, but it's not something I'd recommend for anyone, especially at deluxe prices right now. I feel like it should have been a Voyager. Spend the money on the Scorponok mold to really give it a toy it deserves. Which is an unfortunate thing to say. It feels like it's been a little while since I've been like particularly down on a figure, and I still like the color scheme. I think it still is going to have a temporary place on my shelves, but I definitely see myself eventually getting rid of him in a giveaway or something, some other way, just because it's just enough worse than the regular Scorponok version that I don't see myself long-term enjoying it. But that is today's video. Thanks for watching, everyone.